Alright, I'm on hole number 5 of the Skyline Cup tournament in the opening round of the rookie division. You have time to play a couple more holes. Alright, I'm doing a layup shot up here. There are different things you can do to try and get over, but the deal, here's my thing. I'm a big risk versus reward guy, and there's times when I'll take big risks on holes. But I'm taking big risks on holes where, you know, if I blow this shot, I end up in the sand or I end up in the rough, and then I get on, and then I'm in. And when you're this close with your sand and your rough, they're really, really accurate when they're really close. That's because when you're using a sand or a wedge, you start here, and let's say you're using a Nirvana and it hits like 125, 129, somewhere in that neighborhood. So here's 129 out here, or 125. Your max club with a rapier is going to be about 2 per ring. Well, in mid club, probably like third. If you broke into thirds, about a third, you're looking at 4 per ring, and at here you're looking at 8 per ring, and then anything less than that. So the closer you get with your rough and your sand wedge, actually they get more accurate. They get super accurate because they can hit so far. So anytime you end up in a bad area, if you're close to the green, you still have a decent shot. It's just all about needle speed. The problem with this particular hole is this blue stuff out here. And that blue stuff out here is water. And water, you end up in the water anywhere in here, and you have lost a shot, and you're teeing off again. And I'm not into losing shots to try and maybe pick up one. So I'm definitely going to do a layup. And I can get this done with, once again, a Titan. 3 power ball is going to, the 3 power ball does several things. Number one, it gets me farther out there. It gets me so that I don't have to do any overpower on the drive. But that ball, when it gets out there at its distance, is going to give me a better shot of getting into my Hornet range, because it's going to extend the distance of that club. So off we go. I'm going to do a nice easy layup shot here, and it doesn't take a lot of, if I remember correctly, it doesn't take a lot of top spin. Then again, this might be one of those holes that it takes all the top spin. I can't remember. And I like a big topper, but this is not the best big topper hole just because of its accuracy. I mean, that gold ring is one ring. That's a great to the left or the right, and that's almost the entire island. And using overpower with the big topper. And you can have that stuff right there happen. It's not a very accurate club. I'm not sure why my opponent put overpower on if they set it up as a non-overpowered shot. So we are doing max top spin here. I want to be down in that hole. Got my blue ring off. We're going to do, where are we facing here? So we're going to do 4 or 5 wind. We're going to put curl. There's max curl. We don't need max curl, so I'm going to do 1 ring. Hit it great on the right, great on the outside. And just try and roll myself up there and get into my short iron range. The whole goal here is to get into your short iron range. So I was at 315 right there. So when I'm shooting these shots, those numbers are really important. So like I'll pick a range, like I really want to be between 310 and 320. And you know, I'll find a spot out here where I'm in the right, like I really like to be right at a red line. I either want to be at my minimum club or I want to be at my maximum club. And I think I'm going to be pretty close to that line right here. So I may be in my maximum rapier, which is 1.7, 1.8 per ring, versus my minimum Hornet, which is 2.2 per ring. And the wind's going with us, so we got a pretty good shot here. Isn't it perfect? It was on line. At the right speed, that would have went in the hole if he'd have been right on it. Okay, there's my Hornet. There's my red line, so I'm about mid-club right here. Go right at the hole. So mid-club is 1.9, so a 2-ring pool is 3.8. Hitting it great to the right. That was great to the right. Great to the right. Close. No cigar. That's what time it is. Better get ready to roll. Alright, we'll take our putt. Get our birdie. Kind of disappointed in the 2 par 4s we've played so far. I really would like to have picked one up on both of those. They're both very makeable eagles. I mean, there's no freebies in this game, but they're very makeable eagles. At least picking up one of them per round is the goal. So that means on the back 9, I'm going to have to pick them both up. And that's possible. You can get on a streak. You can get on a tear. I really don't want to get on a tear until I'm in the weekend round, but I always like to play consistent up to that point, so I have good tiebreakers. But the main thing is to make sure you have magic left on the weekend round. It always sucks when you play an opening round and you're on fire and just everything's falling in the hole, and then you get to the weekend round and you can't get anything to fall. So I'm not too disappointed with where I'm at, other than I'm 1 shot down. But I'm pretty happy with what's going on so far. All right, that was hole number 5 of the Skyline Cup tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.